Hello. I'm just stopping in to talk a little bit about Uber and Lyft. From the last video, I did get my money for Uber. It didn't come until like 2 days later, which I still didn't appreciate. I'm very thankful to the Lord that I didn't need it right then and there. But I'm like, what about the people that need their money right then and there? Something could have been transpiring. And it's like when I spoke to the customer service, oh yes, this is something we're experiencing. They wanted to start telling the truth. Because at first they weren't telling the truth. They just were making it about your bank, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, it's not my bank. It's your system. Anyway, also, I use both apps for Lyft and Uber. So I had a lady Monday that was just very rude, very ignorant. She really was. She became agitated and upset because her address, I saw the address on the app, how they send it, but I couldn't see it on any of the buildings. It was early in the morning, it was raining, and it's busy in the morning. People are going to work, people are going to school, people are just going. And the street she lives on in my city, St. Louis, Missouri, was very, I'm on the south side. And where I was picking her up at was on the south side, South City, St. Louis. And it was a busy street. It was like, it was a few cars behind me. So I couldn't just kind of look. So I pulled over and I was getting ready to text her to let her know what was going on and where I was at. She saw my vehicle and she came to it and she just had a lot to say. She was saying, yeah, I saw you pass by. That's not my address. You know, she was just saying a lot of stuff I really don't remember. I don't take time out to remember foolishness. And I explained to her, I said, well, okay. I said, I didn't have time to look for the address because it was cars behind me. On top of, there's no address on that building. I said, that's a loft? And she was like, well, yeah, it is. And I don't understand what you're saying. And I said, well, what I'm saying is there was a lot of traffic behind me, so I could not try to slow down to look for the address. I said, when I pulled over, I was going to text you, but you obviously saw me. She was just very nasty. So she decided to complain and lie and say that I was intoxicated. So Lyft sends me a message saying that now all day after her, everything was great. I had like 3 rides before her, everything was fine. The one rude, mentally disturbed woman. And I was upset about that. I said, they'll pause your account. And like I said, you're gonna pause my account because a liar told you something. I'm like, you shouldn't. I get doing it for a minute, I guess, to investigate. But let me just say what the investigation is. For anybody that rides with Lyft or Uber who doesn't drive for Lyft or Uber, know that if you're trying to get someone in trouble, it's not. All they want you to do is to say you read the community guidelines and they'll open your stuff up. But if you keep getting, these same complaints, then they will just halt and pause your account. But I'm reading this because, I gave my gripe to them, the customer service rep. I'm like, you should get more information from the driver, on top of you're not even telling me really what trip this was, which I can kind of understand. I said, but that's not enough information for the driver to even defend themselves. Whatever. Uh, it's just ridiculous. It's like, why? What was the point of that? But this is what I do know. What goes around comes around. And I pray the best for the woman, but when you put bad out, it can come back to you double time. So, yeah. But other than that, you still get the little strange trips. Nothing horrible. That wasn't horrible. It could have been worse. But hey, it was just agitating because you're being lied on, and that's just not cool. You know, I do this full time. Yes, I do, but I treat people the way I want to be treated, which is with respect. But I'm not getting ready to go out my way to, I'm just telling you the truth, to kiss anybody's tail. If you're disrespectful toward me, you're not going to get disrespect back. But I'm not getting ready to kiss your tail. On top of, if it gets out of hand and you're acting strange, I will pull over and ask you to leave. Get out of my vehicle. Because that's the thing. It's my vehicle. I'm not renting. This isn't Lyft or Uber's vehicles that people are stepping into. You're stepping into a stranger vehicle. I would just have a better disposition. I just would. You don't know these people, just like I don't know you, you don't know me. It's just, let's just treat everybody with respect. That's how I look at it. But anyway, thank you all for listening. I hope you all can like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.